Man, Nogi is super different. Luckily, I've already won Nogi Worlds at blue and purple, so that's kind of nice to have. But I know that the Nogi level has increased so much, and I definitely have a focus on the gi rather than Nogi, but I feel like my game somewhat transitions well into Nogi, so I'm hopeful, and I think I'll do well. 2 weeks in, I hurt my neck rolling with Lucas. He sprawled on my neck as I went for a shot, and that was pretty much the extent of my ADCC training. I got into the camp a little bit the last week, but I was mainly just training gi, being careful with my neck during the camp. Unfortunately, I do think like no-gi is becoming more and more important, especially in the United States. I feel like gi has such a huge presence in Brazil, and I feel like it's kind of funny. Most of my followers are actually from Brazil because I feel like I have more of a presence in the gi world, whereas there's a lot of guys coming up from the United States who just do no-gi, and they have much bigger following in the United States, so it's kind of funny how it works. I just went to Brazil for 21 days. I went there and I competed the Rio Grand Slam, and luckily that went really well. I won and I got some money as well. And then after the tournament, I went and visited my girlfriend there. That's why I speak Portuguese well, is because of her, so I went and visited her. The training and the people, everybody's super nice, and I feel like the technique level here in the United States is higher. But there, like the guys there have, especially in the training, they have so much will, they have so much like killer instinct. They want to kill you, really, you know, like they have so much heart and everything, and they put it into training every single day. And it's different. I feel like the focus is less on technique and more on pushing hard, which I think is a cool idea, but it's definitely different, I would say. And then like in the aspect of like how is Brazil compared to the United States, and in other aspects, not just jiu-jitsu, it's also definitely different. Someone told me it's kind of like as if the United States was in the 80s. Like it's kind of how it is, not so much like the clothing or anything like that, but in terms of buildings and things like this, the buildings are almost as if it was the 80s in the United States, or maybe the 90s. I can't say for a fact, but something like this. It's almost like a decade or so behind what the buildings look like in the United States. So it's a kind of cool idea, I guess you could say. They have the best food in the world there, I would say, for sure. They have something called tropeiro. It's a type of like a bean mix that's really, really good. It has like eggs and sausage and farofa and a bunch of stuff all mixed together, and it's really good. My focus is to do my best in Nogi Worlds this year, and then possibly compete in Abu Dhabi. I think they have a Grand Slam there. I think Andy, my teammate's going to go, and I may go with him. And then after that, Europeans, hopefully, and just start getting back into the gi. Not that I really left the gi, but I love the gi so much, so I'm excited to compete in the gi again. I had like somewhat of a rough start into brown belt. Not a rough start, but I didn't do as well as I had hoped right away due to the different rule sets, like the leg locks and such. It adds an extra aspect. For example, if somebody puts you in 50-50, they can go for a foot lock and get an advantage, and now you're stuck in this difficult guard to escape, and you've just lost the match. So that's definitely a problem that I've been having to work my way out of and improve. But I feel like I finally found all the answers to all the problems that I've had, and I don't know, I feel like it's only up from here, and I'm ready to win everything in brown belt again, just like I won in the other belts.